we are a tiny person under the control. I think it was Moonlight, probably Vorgame. It's not Vorgame. It's Giantess game with the Vor in it. We're not playing this for the Vor. We're playing this for the fan fiction. So we are a tiny person under the control of a giantess living in a an 8 tatami mat apartment in somewhere in Japan. She brings various tinies to us, and we have to decide who is who she gets to eat. We have to pick out the victims for her. That is the power dynamic. So this is day 3, I think. This is day 3 for us, and we have some new people here. This is one of the old people. This is a new person. A new little person is taking Maru's place in the drawer. I'm conflicted about it, but I should at least say hi since she looks troubled. Why would she look troubled? She's just been in prison in a desk drawer of a university student. The newcomer wears a suit and stands deep within the drawer. When I approach, she looks at me with a bright smile. Oh dear. Thank goodness! Huh? Oh, right. I should say hi first. Hi! You haven't slept in a while, have you? I hate the dark. I was worried that I'd gotten into some place I shouldn't have. Well, yeah, you should still be worried. But I feel better now that I know somebody else is here too. Nice to meet you. My name's Yui, by the way. What's yours, if you don't mind me asking? I'm Rin. Nice to meet you. Rin, huh? Nice name. I know we've just met, but could you help me out? There's something on my mind. I bet you have a lot of questions. Of course. What is it? I lost my phone. I had it in my work bag, but that's gone too. I didn't let the office know I'd be taking the day off, so I'm really worried. And there's my little Mr. Pet too. Oh, Mr. Pet. Mr. Pet? Ah, sorry, slip of the tongue. Don't worry about it. Alright, I won't. So, do you have a phone? I don't think so. I don't think anyone else has one either. Sorry, I can't help. Guess that makes sense. I asked SAEKO last night, actually. When I got here, wanted her to call work for me. Oh, you're one of those people. I know that you shrunken me down and imprisoned me against my will, but could you call my job for me and let them know that I won't be coming in? Thank you. I don't want them to think that I've been absent without leave. I don't want the no call no show to go on my record. You got bigger things to worry about, Yui, like literally. And she flat out refused. Told me the whole world was having reception issues, so no phones were working. Can you believe her? Though I guess we're all little now. A world with no reception would be a thing. I still have the key box too. Everyone must be so worried right now. Could I help you with anything else? I'm actually the supervisor of this drawer. Wow, the supervisor? Sounds pretty awesome. It really isn't. Hell, I'm amazed how the new people tend to just take SAEKO at her word. Yeah. Like no one suspects that she's the one that's behind it. It's like, oh, I'm here to protect you. Like the first big person that you see after you've been shrunken down. And she's like, oh no, a tiny person here all alone, unprotected. I'm here to keep you safe. And they're all like, oh, okay. I definitely trust you. You're not the one that made me like this. Help, huh? Oh, could you make me a phone? Can you manufacture a phone for me? What is this, Dr. Stone? You think I just have the materials lying around to create a working phone for you? Make a phone. Yep, since there's no one in this drawer, you can just make one for me. That'd help everyone out. You're Steve Jobs. Who the hell is Steve Jobs? Lick my balls, Yui. But how am I supposed to do that? Well, you can just... No idea, but just do it. Make a phone for me, Ren. But I bet you can figure it out, Ren. Come on, give it a go. Yui needs a phone to call work. She says we can try making one, but can we really do that with what we have here? Pineapple. Hair tie. iPod. Oh, Jesus. Stamp. Tissue. Can I make it out of the sanitary napkin? Okay, so you can't do that with the actual fruit. A pineapple. No. Use the iPod. How about an iPod? Maybe we can use the parts inside the machine to broadcast to the outside world? True! You're so smart, Ren. I knew I could count on you. But how do we hack it together? Machines, circuits? That's all a mystery to me. How about you, Ren? Me? Moko probably would have known, but we fed her to SAEKO because she was being a creeper. I don't really know anything either. Oh, guess hacking's out of the question. Can I make a phone in a more low-tech way? The top? Sadly, you are not Tony Stark in a cave with a box of scraps! You think we can make a phone with this? Huh? How? Sorry, I don't really know how this could turn into a phone. Didn't mean to ask for something so hard, but you're still young, Ren. I'm sure you can use that malleable brain matter to figure out how to make a phone. Don't give up, okay? I'm counting on you. Really give the pineapple to Yui. I wouldn't call the active missiles he used a box of scraps. You know, that is true. That's something that's never talked about. Like, he was in a cave, but the box of scraps that he used were like missiles. Well, they weren't actually missiles. They were parts to make a missile. But it is kind of disingenuous to say that it was a box of scraps. Yeah, sure. Take this pineapple. You think we could make a phone with this? Huh? How? I don't really know how we could turn this into a phone. Didn't mean that's something so hard. Don't give up, okay? I'm counting on you. They use older missiles to remake the Jericho missile. Oh, okay, there were missile parts. What like, a cup? At least that was the terrorist plan. What do you think about these cups? Oh, cups! And what do you want to do with these, Ren? Well, you know those tin can telephones? I thought we could use these cups like that as receivers. Cup phones. Oh, that makes sense. Ren, you're a genius. All we need to do is connect the receivers then. Go find us some string, Ren. There are so many flaws with this plan, but sure. Think about this top. Maybe we could use the string attached to the handle. White string was connected to the handle of the top. It looks like we could take off the string if we untie the hard knot. Oh, true. Leave this to me. I'm good at this kind of thing. After saying that, Yui grabs the handle of the top with both hands. She first puts her fingers between the knot and starts to unravel it. A few minutes later, she waves at me with a satisfied expression. See? I got the string off! And look! The tip of the top is pointy. I just use this to make holes in the cups. Push the string through. And there! I did it! Yui shows me the tool she made. 2 large paper cups with a string connecting them. Just like the cup phones I feel like I've seen in the past. Wow, then I'll hold this end, and I'll hold this one. We each take a cup and step away from each other. As we do, the string that had been on the floor begins to rise. We reach the opposite ends of the drawer. The string becomes taut, it won't reach any farther. Okay, if this works, we should be able to hear each other's voices. Hello? Can you hear my voice? I can hear you. It really worked. It did. I can't believe you can really make a phone with low-tech stuff like this. Now I just have to call my work. And how dumb can you two get? Making phones with cups and string like brats on the playground? You're gonna start a chat line next? Especially you, acting all dumb. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Don't blink those dumb eyes at me. Anyone with a brain cell can tell you're faking it. You obviously know a regular person can't just up and make a phone, but you pretended like you didn't to make that kid work for it. We don't have time to waste doing shit like this. At this rate, we're gonna... Kina's mouth opens and closes like she wants to say something, but nothing comes out. What is it? First you yell at us, then you go quiet. And saying I'm acting dumb, and pretending... Yui looks down, her eyes glisten, just a little wet. Sorry, Rin. I'm just going to go over there. Yui's voice is faint. She walks off into the distance. That's not... Damn it. Why is this? That bitch. She knew I couldn't say anything. So she... Whatever. I wanted to say something to you, Ren. Can't call work with that. Thank you for the clip, Jacob. But I can't tell you in front of everyone else. There's no way around it. Come to the usual place, where the two of us can really get in a good talk with just the two of us. Kina finishes speaking and briskly walks away from me. The drawer is silent once more. I'll go talk with... Kina fought with Yui after we finished making the cup phone. Kina wants to talk, but she can't with people around. I'll go talk now that she's back by the wall. Okay? Kina stands with a foot on the wall. When she sees me, she lets out an unimpressed snort. So it was all a lie. So it was all a lie. The whole thing about us just happening to shrink, and that giant woman protecting us, I mean. The truth is that woman's just a pervert who shrink us and took us home, right? Yeah. That seriously got me down. I haven't found a way out of here either. I get why you and that woman are fucking. Getting off is probably the best way to keep your spirits up here. But seriously, do you really think that stupid looking office lady is a good person? Her name was Yui, right? Wait, are we? Anyway, I don't know if Yui is a good person or not. but she's definitely easier to talk to than Kina. Just gonna warn you, nobody in the world's beautiful both inside and out. So watch it. The cuter someone looks, the darker whatever the hell's in their heart is. You think so? I know so. And we have a good example with SAEKO, don't we? Yeah, probably. Listen, humans are born cruel. I'm not talking about the thing with Maru yesterday. Everybody stomps on ants for fun as a kid. I don't know that I say everybody. Anybody who says they didn't is just trying to look good. Somewhere inside of them was a desire to stomp. I don't know about that. I think that's probably true. But people grow out of that, since the outside world tells us violence is super bad and not okay. But that impulse stays in our heads, and some people reveal that urge for violence in different ways. Screaming the metal music at max volume like an idiot, making people sign shitty long contracts. Contracts are all just like consent for BDSM, you know. Ever heard of Christian Grey? Are we going somewhere with this, Kina? Never. The movie wasn't out. The movie hasn't come out yet. It is not really part of the public consciousness right now. Figures. But being able to play pretend with violence is a good thing. Better than punching random people anyway. Warren have taken her for a 50 Shades of Grey fan. But even before the movie came out, she just found the book somehow and was like, yeah, this is my shit. But for girls, especially ones born extremely pretty, first of all, a 50 Shades of Grey fan, not only before the movie came out, but a 50 Shades of Grey fan in Japan. In Japan, of all places. So she went to the trouble of finding the book in a foreign country. That's some dedication right there. But for girls, especially ones born extremely pretty, these impulses have nowhere to go. Everyone who says girls are cute just thinks of them as dolls. Also, those books were horribly inaccurate on how BDSM works. People got hospitalized because they followed it. Yeah, it's not a manual. It's not like a how-to manual for how to do BDSM. It was someone's fantasy at work today. At work today, we had a party that went from breakfast to about 3. They wasted 3 trays of sandwiches. I cannot stand that. Cause you know, like, okay, like sometimes, like I work in the banquet department of a hotel, yeah, and usually when people have an event with us, they order food from the kitchen. Like we do the catering for them. We provide the space and we provide the food. That's usually how it goes. But sometimes people would just like get the room from us and get food from an outside caterer or something. And most of the time when people get the outside catering, they have no idea how to like order food for the number of people that they're going to have for their event. So they will order like a ton of food, and they'll only have like 18 people coming to their event, but they'll order food for like 50 people. And so like they will get trays of food, and then the 18 people will eat the food, and then they'll still have like a bunch of trays left. And then they're like, oh, you can just give this to the people. Give this to the people in the back. And I'm just like, no. We already have our own food here. Don't order a bunch of food and then don't eat it and then just leave it for us to clean up. That's just what ends up happening, is that we have to throw away like a bunch of food because these dumbasses don't know how to order food properly. Why would you order so much food anyway? That's what I'm saying. They don't know how catering works. Cause like the rule of thumb across the board, like in every place that I've ever worked for catering, is when you're preparing food for an event, is to portion it out for like 3 ounces of food per person. 3 ounces of food per person. So not like 3 ounces total, but it's like 3 ounces of rice, 3 ounces of meat, 3 ounces of vegetables, like that. So it'll be like 9 ounces. 9 ounces total of that's like the plate of food or whatever. Regular people don't have that metric in their head. They think like, oh, I don't want to run out of food, so I'm just gonna order a bunch. But you just like wasted money and wasted the time of the people that have to prepare the food. It's so frustrating. Anyway, back to the Giantess game. But that just annoys me so much. Nobody actually thinks there's an actual human with wants and needs underneath that perfect skin. Everyone treats them like delicate flowers. Ridiculous, right? And in the worst cases, people force them to be all pure and nice, even when there's not a drop of that inside of them. Even when all they want to do is punch the wall and scream like their old pimple-faced teen. Like any old pimple-faced teen. Anyway, I hated shit like that, so I went away from home and said goodbye to all of it. Got a closet of an apartment, stuffed the drum set inside, and even started a metal band. Heck yeah, Kina. Made stupid double bass drum beats and shut out like an idiot. Scared away any potential listeners and broke up in 2 years though. I don't know where that sound came from. But if you're really pretty, like that giant woman, if you look too much like a doll, and people force you to be perfect and pure even in your everyday life, it makes complete sense that there'd be some crazy ass impulses hidden deep inside you, right? Don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean I want to get eaten. I'm just saying. I get why that giant woman turned out the way she did. That's all. Oh, are we sympathizing? Are we sympathizing with our imprisoner here? With the person that imprisoned us? Is there a certain syndrome happening right now? But yeah, what she's saying does make sense. And society expects you to act a certain way, but you have these impulses in you that you can't get out. I mean, it doesn't justify what she's doing, but it is. But you can't empathize with her. This isn't like me. All I want to do is scream at you to let out some steam. You escaped this time, punk. Kina leaves that and walks away quickly with a hand on her cheek. A moment after, somebody taps my shoulder from behind. Chio! My bed warmer. Hey, Rin, are you ready? Huh? SAEKO would be back soon. You need to feed somebody while there's still time. I think Stockholm Syndrome was announced as bullshit by experts at some point. Was it though? Because this is something that definitely happens. It is something that definitely happens. I don't know if it's like bullshit or not. I mean, not everyone goes through it, but it is a phenomenon that definitely does occur. I look around the drawer. Chio, Kina, and Yui. Everyone looks healthy. Maru was obviously acting strange yesterday, so it was easy to decide who to give food to. But today... could I look around a bit more, like to see if anybody looks off? Decisions. No, Rin, there's no time. Plus, it's better not to worry about it too much. It'd just hurt you more, wouldn't it? I guess that's true. Hello? Yui? Oh, you can hear me? Heyo! Heyo. You look like you're doing okay. I'm glad. wasn't sure what to do if you were down after everything Kina said. That was nothing. I mean, I was just acting. Huh? Did you see how that mean woman looked after I started crying? She was in such a panic, like, what should I do? All I did was cry a little, and she totally freaked out. She's kind of a wimp despite how she looks. And like, she wasn't totally wrong. Like, I'd already figured out that a cup phone would be completely useless. But I couldn't say anything since you were trying so hard. So I'm sorry about that. Oh. But it was fun. Playing around like that was a good distraction. I've been so busy with work and life. Honestly, it was a breath of fresh air. Maybe you feel the same way, Ren? Yeah, I do. Yay! Let's call each other again with this if we ever need it, Ren. Hear the sound of the cup being put down in the distance. Hey Ren, you really need to make a decision already. SAEKO will be back soon. Right. From myself to look around the drawer. Kina, you, and Shio. I need to choose one of the three little people now. Okay, I'll decide who to give food to. The end of the day is approaching. I need to decide who to feed. Which actor in a show or movie do you think wasn't a good pick at the start, but perfect later on? Like they kind of grew into the role. I would say I can't really think of anyone off the top of my head. I have to mull around on that because examples being RDJ as Iron Man, Bryan Cranston as Walter White. I don't know. I think both of those people are like examples of like decisions that were spot on from the very beginning. Like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man was an instant classic, and so was Bryan Cranston. Because none of them were like bad. Neither one of them were bad at the roles. I mean, I guess maybe you could say Bryan Cranston. Well, you would say Bryan Cranston only as like if you only knew him. If you only knew him from Malcolm in the Middle. Like if you're basing it on that, like if you're saying like why would you choose this comedic actor as someone that's supposed to be in like a serious role, then I guess yeah, Bryan Cranston would be a questionable choice. But from like the first episode, you would see that that's not the case. He played that perfectly from the first episode. And I feel the same way as Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man. From the very beginning, he was perfect as Tony Stark. In the day is approaching me, SAEKO is returning soon. You need to decide who to feed. Another example, Bruce Willis when he was cast in Die Hard. I don't know, what was Bruce Willis in before Die Hard? Was he not an action hero, an action actor? Are you saying people hated Bruce Willis? I don't remember what Bruce Willis was in before Die Hard. But you know, if he wasn't an action actor, that would be perfect. He would be perfect for the role then, because he was just supposed to be an everyman that was trying to save his family from being held hostage in Nakatomi Plaza. So having someone that's not an action actor would be perfect for Die Hard. He was known for the movies Moonlighting and Blind Date, so no one thought he could carry an action movie. Well, then that was the perfect acting decision because because his character wasn't supposed to be like a mercenary or something. He was just a regular person that did what needed to be done. Um, I mean, the obvious choice here would be Yui. It's between Yui and Kina. Hmm. I think this is the first time where it could go like either way. Giving it to Chio wouldn't be good because the appeal needs to be over. It needs to be over 50, and giving her this would just put her at 40. So then we would all die if I gave it to her. Hmm. Yui and Kina. Sorry, Yui. You up. You are up. I carry the pineapple closer to Yui. Yui, would you happen to be hungry? I guess I am a little, now that you mention it. If you like, I have this pineapple, and I'd like you to eat it. What, really? Thanks, this pineapple is huge. It's kind of like Sigourney Weaver in the first Alien. In the first Alien movie. Like, she wasn't supposed to be... She wasn't set up to be the hero of the story. And they did the same thing again in Aliens. And both times she carried the role very well. I'm not a fan of pineapple. I get it a lot, because the citric acid in the pineapple is very strong, so it can end up like stinging you if you're not into it. And it's kind of such a nice round ring. Nice round ring. Cool. After saying that, Yui puts her mouth on the edge of the gigantic ring. She takes a bite, causing the juice to spill out. Yui takes her hand off the fruit and maybe it slips out of her grip for a moment. The pineapple hangs in the air for a moment, before falling neatly around Yui's neck. Ooh, look, I'm inside the pineapple! Look at it around my neck. I'm like the mascot character for that donut shop. What's the slogan again? Happiness coming right up. It's been so long. I'm craving a sugary donut now. Hey Rin, could you ask SAEKO to buy some donuts? Oh, sure. I'll ask. Thanks. Anyway, everywhere I look is pineapple now. Kinda nice, really. Hey, do you want to talk about love and stuff? I can talk and you at the same time. Or maybe you're not interested? Like, what kind of people have you dated, Rin? I'm super curious about what the dating scene is like for younger people nowadays. Oh, about that. I have amnesia, so I don't remember anything from before I came here. I don't really have anything to share. Really? Yui stares at me with wide eyes. The corners of her lips are turned down in disappointment. That does not look like disappointment. How about you, Yui? I feel like to talk about it. That's a great question. Okay, I swear I'm telling you the truth. Don't be shocked, but since about 1 month ago, I've been dating an idol. Huh. What's with that reaction? You could be a little shocked at least. Sorry, I don't really know how to react since I'm not that familiar with idols. Well, they're not supposed to be dating, first of all. Guess that makes sense. My boyfriend's not the kind of talent agency that would get him on TV either. Have you heard of underground idols? They sing and dance like you'd expect, but at smaller places around town instead of like huge concert venues. But I like that. Makes the distance between us feel closer somehow. Were you a fan of the idol before you started dating Yui? Bingo! I was a huge fan since his debut. I went to so many of his shows. Idols usually have a cool and collected image, right? But my boyfriend's got more of an innocent vibe. He tries so hard both with singing and dancing, but he's not that confident either. Like whenever I greeted him up close, he'd break eye contact right away. He was just too cute. Made me want to see what he was like when he wasn't being an idol. So I just took him home with me. What? You know how idols have handshake events where you can give gifts to them? Well, I gave him some homemade chocolate. He's such a good kid. When I asked him to eat the chocolates, he really just ate them then and there. So after the show, he got sick, and what a coincidence, I was there just at the right time. Hey Yui, you can go ahead and finish that pineapple. We shouldn't be leaving half-eaten pineapple lying around, you know? You can go ahead and finish that, get your appeal all the way up to 100. I moved him somewhere he could rest. It was really gentle with him. I even took some photos for evidence. A few days after I told him how he felt, and wouldn't you know it, he said okay right there. Now he meets up with me whenever I ask, and he lets me do anything I want. He straight up admitted to blackmail. We actually have plans to meet up this weekend. So Rin, if you have someone you like, you can't hold back. Do whatever it takes to express your feelings and seize true happiness. Promise me that, okay? Don't take no for an answer. Yui's trembling hands, pale and unblemished, look completely different to me now. Just as they reach out toward my hands. Don't touch me. A low muffled vibration reverberates from a distance. A sound of heavy footsteps. There's no mistaking SAEKO's return to her room. SAEKO walks through the town with even breaths. Every step she takes shakes the drawer like an earthquake. Each tremor growing larger and more violent than the last. Soon they become too strong for me to stay in. I find myself crouching on the floor. Next I hear the creak of something moving. Then a tremendous commotion that shakes the whole room. As the room we're in, the second drawer of a desk is pried open by SAEKO's fingers. There she is! It's your girl! Apparently there's two different Ring movies. That is true. There's Ring and The Ring. I think one is Japanese and the other is a adaptation made for America or for Western audiences. Yeah, that sounds bad. Hello, cute little people. Were you good today while I was away? I have something to do later today, but before that, I'm going to enjoy another one of you today. SAEKO's hand comes down to the drawer. Her unthinkably large fingers fill our vision. They wander for just a moment, as if carefully making a decision. And then they stop, right in front of Yui. SAEKO? Hello? What are you doing? Sadako is 19, Samura is 12, and they're both based on novels. Sadako. Probably could have come up with a better name for that clip, but I couldn't think of one. I don't think we need another name other than that, you know? Her gigantic fingers wrap around Yui's tiny arms and legs and carry her up into the sky. Why are you smiling? This is a bit scary. Why aren't you saying anything? Say something already. Let go of me! Hey! A brat like you's got nothing on me! Vor. That was a yummy treat. I thought she'd be all sweet, but there was a bit of a kick to her. And she was so full of energy. She even eats the clothes with it. Gross. Do you eat the burger with or without the peel? She was so full of energy. Thank you, Ren. You did a great job today, too. By the way, Ren, it's been so long. Don't you want a breath of fresh air? Let's go out now, the two of us. I have something I'd like you to help me with. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Am I going to get to choose a shrinking victim? Okay. It's gotten quite cold out lately. Look at that mannequin. Isn't it kind of cute? I can't answer the question. I bet you look good in that knit cap. You can poke your head out a bit more. Perfect. I'm sure anyone looking will think you're just a doll. And I deal with any trouble anyway, so don't worry. So don't ask for help then, otherwise you'll just drag someone else into your problems. Gee, we're finally here. You can see the mirror, okay, from there? Can't you? Yeah. Hey, do you know much about fashion? Yeah, I think I do. Really? I didn't expect that. Why? Well, you're always wearing the same hoodie. Right. Hey. I'm thinking of wearing earrings when I go out from now on. I see. But I don't know what to pick myself. Won't you pick something with me? Of course. Do you think you're funny? No. Huh. What do you think? Those are cute. It's understated, but it's still a little girly. I can't talk too much. Cute? Cute. Really? I'm happy to hear that. A magazine I read said that cute styles are the most appealing. Maybe I'll go with this. Show me another. Then, how about this one? The metal might look a bit harsh, but that's what gives it style. I don't really like that one. So, what do you think? Look cool? That's so. Sorry. So, what do you think? Look cool? Cool. Tee, thank you. I think the first pair is better. I guess cool styles match me better. Just like I thought. Yeah. Maybe I'll choose this one. Why are you making that face? Oh, You're concentrating so hard for me. Want to look at them again? Yeah. Let's go with the first pair. Okay. Thanks. What do you think? We should go with this. It's understated, but it's still a little girly. Cute, cute. Cute styles are the most appealing. Yeah. No response here. Yeah. Go with this one. Choose this. Good. I'll choose this. Thank you. It's fun shopping with someone. Yeah. I'll go pay. You can hide in my hair for now. Got it. Night of the Living Cat is a thing that exists. Of course it is. Okay. Let's see if we can do this game. God dang it. Son of a... The foot. Oh no, god dang it! The dialogue scenes of SAEKO rather anxiety inducing. Yeah, cause if you say the wrong thing, she'll just kill you. And the way the text shakes around doesn't help either. Oh goodness, I got so high! 196 centimeters. Come back tomorrow. Were there these kinds of games in 2008? I don't think there were. Where you had a limited number of tries, and you're like, oh man, you can't do this until tomorrow, come back tomorrow. I feel like that was a smartphone thing. Let's look at the news. H&A lands in Japan, opens first store in Harajuku. H&A lands in Japan. H&A, a clothing brand popular in Europe. Hollister. Abercrombie. Oh, was this supposed to be H&M? H&A, a popular clothing brand from Europe and the US, has opened its long-awaited first store in Japan. There was a long line of customers in Harajuku even before the store opened. The brand is known overseas for promptly offering the latest trends at low prices, and is particularly popular among the youth. Major insurance company sells vanishing insurance. Major insurance company Travolta Life has announced an insurance policy to compensate losses incurred when people go missing in the disappearance related to the vanishing incidents. The vanishing incidents do not leave any physical evidence like bodies, causing issues where traditional life insurance policies have denied payouts. Calls for households to take measures against beta-noxinus. The Ministry of the Environment has published a manual for households about beta-noxinus contamination, which has been increasing recently. Beta-noxinus is a pollutant that cannot be avoided in modern industrial emissions. Its high toxicity to the environment is being viewed as a problem. The game with the Xenomorph, Michael Myers, Vecna, Sadako, Dracula, and Ken Kinakai from Tokyo Ghoul is getting collab with an anime about cat virus. What is this fucking timeline? It's a timeline where money is the only thing that matters. Hey, we'll pay you to put our character in your game. Alright. Who cares about continuity? Charm. Jewelry box. Jewelry box with opening clothes. I'm sorry if I'm gonna... Okay. Okay, so that's all that is. Can I read? We couldn't have lived in the good timeline. Still can't read her email. I feel like if I do this too many times, she's gonna just kill me. Like slam the phone shut down on top of me. Let's read a fanfiction. The next day, Ayaka was on time again today. She got to school 15 minutes before class. She couldn't sleep well, but she was looking forward to school. But, ouch! Just as Ayaka took her indoor shoes out of the shoe cubby, her finger touched something sharp. What? She moved her finger and picked up the sharp object. Huh? Is this a thumbtack? A metal thumbtack for putting up things like posters. Luckily, she knows before it had pricked her, but it made absolutely no sense for it to be in her shoe cubby. Ayaka trembled as she took out her shoes. Ayaka's white shoes were filled with thumbtacks. When she shook them, needles fell out too. It couldn't be a coincidence, and she could only think of one reason for it. Am I being bullied? Ayaka timidly opened the classroom door. Chatter, chatter. Chatter, 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 chatter. Walla, 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 walla. The classroom seemed the same as usual. Chihiro and Mari noticed Ayaka and gave her a wave. Thank goodness. She had been worried that her whole class was bullying her, or at least treating her like she was invisible. But it looked like it was fine. Then who could have done something so awful? Right then, the cell phone Ayaka had put on her desk rang. One new email, no subject. Contact not saved. Ayaka thought it was spam, but she opened her phone and read the email. Come to the roof of Building C at lunch. That was all that was written. Huh? What? The school Ayaka went to had 3 school buildings, A, B, and C. A and B was cleaned every day, so the floors and walls were tidy, but C's floors and walls had cracks in them, with graffiti all over. She pretty much never went there except for classes to go to the science labs. The roof just felt sketchy too. There were rumors that students smoked cigarettes there. Oh my goodness. Ayaka nervously turned the rusty doorknob, and then, took you long enough. Bright blonde hair, suntanned skin, and unlike Ayaka's light makeup, heavy eye makeup like the gaudy gyaru stars she saw in magazines. And in her hand, a cigarette. I'm Kaede. You're the one who made a move with my boyfriend, right, Ayaka? The school rooftop. Good things never happen on the school rooftop. No, I didn't? Are you talking about Ryuto? Yeah, pretend you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not pretending I'm... Ayaka thought about it. The girl named Kaede in front of her was probably Ryuto's girlfriend. Amazing how you made the jump from seeing your boyfriend kiss a girl, and instead of confronting your boyfriend, you decided to put thumbtacks in the shoes of the girl that he kissed. Yeah, Ryuto and Ayaka did do some stuff that could be considered over the top. Ryuto lent Ayaka a helmet, rode together with her, and gave Ayaka her first kiss. That was all stuff Ryuto did. No, that's my fault. I didn't know Ryuto had a girlfriend. Shut up. Ryuto's such a nice boy. You must have tricked him with a lie or something. Could she mean the fight with the delinquent she'd had when they first met? She hadn't been lying or anything. It was a coincidence that she ran into that boy, and a coincidence that Ryuto had helped her. It wasn't a lie or a trick. Anyway, just stay away from you, Ryuto, or else I'll bully you until you drop out of school. Wow, how direct. Hey, if anything, you're the one who's more likely to drop out smoking here on the roof. Wow, this is how you get pushed out the ceiling. Shut up. Kaede approached her. Smush! She pressed something against Ayaka's cheek. No way! Don't tell me she did what I think she did to my face! Kaede left the roof. Ayaka went down the stairs and found a washroom to check on herself in the mirror. Thank goodness, it didn't leave a mark. But Ryuto's girlfriend was just so awful. How could she do something like that to somebody's face? Wait, what did she do? Did Kaede punch her? Greta Thunberg was kidnapped. LA is a war zone. What's going on? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think she put a cigarette on her face. Maybe, yeah. But it was the art to the left is so ambiguous. Like, what did she do? We don't know. But yeah, maybe she did just put the cigarette out of her face. Yeah. The whole world is going to declare war on Israel. And their only ally is going to be the United States. So it's going to be the United States and Israel versus everyone else. I am not going to get drafted to fight a war on behalf of Israel. I'll go to prison before I fight for Israel like how they are right now. I'm just gonna put that on the record. That's not how it's gonna go down. That's not how it's gonna go down, Minagawa. Esifurcus. Sacrifice. Oh. Is sacrifice backwards? Sacrifice. Why is it backwards though? October 8th, 2008. I have returned to the drawer, which has grown familiar to me. I lie on the bed and think. Amnesia. What past have I forgotten? I squeeze my eyelids together and search my head for memories, thinking that if I wait, maybe something will come to me. A girl is right by me. She looks to be the same height as me, or just a little shorter. For some reason, I just know that we're the same age. A shapeless shadow blocks her face from view. Strangely enough, just feeling her presence is enough to warm my heart. Suddenly, an autumn wind blows. Fallen leaves glide across the ground. The sunset above the hill is bright. The waves of the girl's long hair reflect the red light in vibrant golden sparkles. Hey, you still sleeping? You better wake up soon! Somebody shouts in my ear and shakes my body violently. When I open my eyes, I am back in the usual cold drawer, but there is a man I haven't seen before right next to me. Huh. Finally up? How can you sleep in a big place like this? Everyone can see you. I feel like I was in the middle of an important dream, but I can't remember any details. Hello? Are you listening? Chio, don't you think this kid's head is too far up in the clouds? Really? He's probably tired today after going out yesterday. You need to give him a bit of time before he wakes up. What? You think he's tired? I just got dragged into here. The floor is hard and we have to share the bed. I'm exhausted just trying to get used to it all. But Mr. Supervisor's been here for ages. He should be used to sleeping side by side on this big mattress. I'm just saying, you should pop up and get to work already. I stretch out both arms and get up from the soft bed. Wow, 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 wow. I think out of all the BGM in this game, the wow, wow, wow is my favorite. The man has already gone somewhere. Maybe he's impatient. Only Chio remains. Oh, Rin. Good morning. Sorry I couldn't give you a wake-up kiss today. You've never given me one. I'm sure you can already tell, but our latest newcomer is pretty pushy. I wanted to let you get some rest in, since I know you must have had a hard time during yesterday's outing. But we already woke you up. Sorry. It's fine. Thank you for thinking of me. But why did he wake me up? Oh, he said he had a request for the supervisor, a very urgent one. When you're ready, Ren, could you head over to him? I'll let you do whatever you want when you come back. You really don't need to. A man I don't know woke me up in the middle of an important dream. Since like he has a request for the supervisor, I'll go talk to the new guy, though I don't really want to. Who are you? The man has his back slumped and one elbow on the wood grain wall. He has messy hair and a striking smile, and he's wearing a simple jersey. Hello. Oh, you're finally awake. I thought you were going to sleep forever. In a bad mood already? Hope you won't be too harsh on me. I have a good reason to be in a hurry. What is it? Just to check. You really are the supervisor, right? Yeah, though I've only been here for a few days myself. You'll help me out then, Soup. I heard you're the one to talk to around here if anybody needs a hand. Maybe you can pull off a few simple magic tricks. Magic? I can't do anything like that. All I can do is give you things that are inside this drawer. That's not much. Wow, 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 wow. The task of giving someone something is a much heavier meaning here, but I probably shouldn't say that now. Can I ask for your name? Mine's Ren. Oh, right. I'm Shyman. That's not a real name. That's not a real name. That's not a real name. No. That's not a real name. I think you're full of shit, Shyman! Sounds cool, intellectual, right? Does it? What's with that face? It's a perfect name for a cool intellectual guy like me. Ugh. I feel like people who call themselves intellectual actually aren't very. I think this was also the name of the main character, Gurren Lagann. Was it? I thought his name was just Simon. Shyman is what Michael Jackson says in the song. I think the Gurren Lagann character was just named Simon. Not Shyman with an H. Shyman is what Michael Jackson says in the song? Oh, like Shipmo, like that, yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Shipmo. What did you need help with? That's why you woke me up, isn't it? Ah, that. To keep it short, I want something to write with. Pen, keyboard, anything's fine. Oh, we probably don't have anything like that here. I've been wanting something to write notes on too. Not even a cell phone? I can type as fast as a teenage girl, so I don't need a full-on word processor or anything. Nope, not even a cell phone. Being able to type on a cell phone from this era is a lost art. You kids don't understand. We had the numeric keyboard. We had the numeric keyboard with the 3 letters and then the symbols on it. So you had to type, if you wanted a letter, you had to type really fast through the numbers on the keyboard, and then move on to the next letter. You kids today, you have the full keyboard with the letters on it. Well, we didn't have that back in my day. Anyway, Not even a cell phone. I made something for someone named Yui before, but it's just 2 cups of the string, so I can't really type. You serious, supervisor? What's even the point of that? I don't want to cause trouble for you, really. If I were just a regular guy, I'd give up here. But I'm a special guy, see? Real busy, lots to do. So my time is just more important than other people's. So, now that you know that I'm special, still no pen or keyboard? Yeah, still none. I have handed them over already if I had them. So you're just keeping them out of the hands of the plebs. Yeah. You keep saying you're special, Shimo, but what specifically is so special about you? As soon as I ask the question, Shimo peers into my eyes, his nostrils flare and his eyes glitter brightly. Oh, so you want to know? You're curious, eh? You're approaching me? After all this time, you're approaching me? To be honest, I don't really... I'm an author. An extremely intellectual and respectable profession. Surprise, right? When you think of an author in your head, I'm sure you envision somebody paler and frailer. But a guy like me, who's cool and athletic and smart and creative, if authors like me were just walking around, you'd what? You'd piss your pants, I'm sure. Cell phones were so different. What a choice of words. And why is everyone here such a downer? Just look. I tried talking to that woman there earlier, but she didn't even respond. Which woman? You didn't notice her hiding over there in the corner this whole time? Look over there. Oh. Shimon points to the right side of the room, where a girl I don't know is staring into nothing, her face blank. She gives me the creeps. She's quiet and unfriendly and... I don't know, she just feels off. But anyway, since I have nothing to write with, I got some free time, which is rare for a busy man like me. Some people think we should go back to simple flip phones because of how much smartphones have rotted people's brains. Yeah, I've noticed... that there's a movement among consumers that want to return to analog things. Like less touchscreens and more knobs and buttons. I kind of feel the same way. I wouldn't mind paying, at this point, I wouldn't mind paying more money for things that are less quote-unquote smart. I want the return of buttons and knobs for my technology. Since our schedules are both open, I'll teach you how to sharpen that mind of yours. What do you think? Want a special lesson from an intellectual and imaginative guy like me? That sounds really boring. Normally, you couldn't buy a lesson like this with all the money in the world. You should appreciate each word out of my mouth for its incredible value. They're making it very easy to choose the next victim. About that, Shimon, could you save that lesson for later? There's another newcomer, so I have to say hi as the supervisor. I'll wait then, but just for a bit. I can't say I don't understand. You can't just leave a girl alone. That's not it. But make sure to come back when you're done. My lessons are priceless. Hurry before I change my mind. Right. Got it. Okay, moving on. This girl I don't recognize sits at a slight distance from me. I'm sure it'll be more fun talking to her than Shimo, but I'll do my duty as the supervisor and check on her. Hello. Even after I approach the girl, her expression doesn't change. Her empty eyes are looking somewhere else. It's nice to meet you. Her clothes and hairprint are completely worn out. Her wild long hair is also wet for some reason. Just as the silence begins to feel antsy, the girl's lips move slightly to utter a short word. Water. Huh? I said water. Hurry, water, bring me some. Fine. The newcomer uttered one short request, water. I have many questions, but for now I'll go bring the water she asked for. Is this a sponge? It's a rolled omelet. Cup. Clip. Paper cups connected by string. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, yeah, I gave it to the wrong person. Can't even tell people fall apart. Okay, yeah, okay, yes. Here we go. Here we go. Water! You gave the cup to question mark. The girl takes the cup and stands up tall. Then just as she is about to pour the water inside on her head. Wait, stop! The girl cocks her head and looks my way, her face still blank. She is still holding the cup high above her head. If you pour that out here, the walls and floor will get wet. I'll find you a better place. Just wait. Girl tries to take a shower right there after getting the water, but we'll be in for it later if the floors or walls get wet. I take a somewhere that's okay to get wet. On the highly absorbent. There, if you're going to shower, do it on top of this bed. A few seconds pass in silence. Finally, she nods in understanding and moves to the center of the bed. The floor at her feet is slightly thicker and softer. The girl flips the cup upside down and pours the water over her head. Her hair and clothes are all soaked. Wait, you can't get off that while wet. Should I get you a tissue? I'm fine. After she lies down right on the soft floor. After saying that, she lies down right on the soft floor. She stretches out her arms and rolls back and forth on the bed. By the time she stands up again, the droplets that had clung to her clothes and hair were mostly gone, so she was just a little damp. Wow, that's amazing. This bed is good for soaking up water, but I'm impressed you realize that when you're new here. Oh, I forgot to ask, what's your name if you don't mind? SAEKO seems to always pick up weird people. Yeah, what does she look for? Where does she look for people to shrink? She opens her eyes silently. She seems surprised when she finally speaks up. You forgot? You forgot then. I'm Akari. Whoa! She has the lowest appeal. The lowest appeal. And Rin, it's nice to meet you again. Before I come back to my senses, Akari has already walked out of my eyesight. Right after that, somebody calls out from behind me. Hey Rin, looks like you're done. People like you, I think. Wait, what is that supposed to mean? You think I'm Giantess fodder or something? Probably. I can see you go straight for her even from here. But earlier to invite her to bed, isn't it? What are you saying? I just took her there so she wouldn't get the floor wet. No worries, man. Everyone everyone makes mistakes the first time around. And I like that go-getter attitude of yours. Yes, and you're into Vor. No! No! I said that I'm not playing this for the Vor. I'm playing this for the intricate storylines and the character study. I'm telling you, that's not... But you can't make mistakes forever. I'll help you out. Real intelligence is a turn-on for women, too. Guess it's time to begin one of my priceless lessons. You ready, my man? No. Why does he keep calling me that? Stop lying to yourself. You know who you are. Stop lying about your true nature. Right. I have something else to do. I talked to Chio and Akari, but there's still somebody I haven't talked to. I have to say hi since I'm the supervisor, so let's save that lesson for later. Sorry. Wait, do you mean Kina? Huh? You mean Kina, don't you? Since you talked to Chio and Akari, only Kina's left. I do, but you know everyone's names already? Obviously. If I see a woman, of course I'm going to talk to them. Don't know how I feel about that one. I'm not trying to pick them up right away or anything. It's just weird saying nothing, so I went around to say hi. But that Kino woman, unexpectedly easy. Sure, she's got a prickly attitude, but I can tell she's already fallen for me. Yep. In any case, I'm not the kind of loser who needs to surround himself with women. Go for them if you want, Rin. You'll understand how grim my lessons are all the better if you have more experience under your belt. Go forth and make your mistakes, man. Not a fan of this dude. Well, he's the only newcomer with high enough appeal to be eaten. I told you that's not what I'm doing. Still a little person in the door I haven't talked to. Shimon said she's fallen for him. Anyway, I'll go see how true that is. Kina, you okay? Huh? Oh, it's you, Rin. I'm fine. Or I was until that shitty weirdo of a man started talking to me. Well, the answer to that question. Knew it. I told him to fuck off since I wasn't interested, but he kept smirking at me. Guys like that only stop after a punch in the face. Words only work on people who actually know how to use their brains. For sure, somebody dies every night in the drawer, but at least I didn't have creeps trying to hit on me. But even that silver lining's gone now. Oh, right. Where did you go last night? You stink. Like women's perfume that's too strong. Ah. I went shopping with SAEKO yesterday. She wanted me to help her choose an accessory. So she put you in a pocket and now you smell like her ass or a boob or something? Just one boob. I smell like a single boob. That huge woman needs to hear somebody else's advice before picking out some jewelry. Can't even choose her own appearance without caring about other people's opinions of her? Pathetic. Pathetic? Looks are kind of a curse. Things are way easier if you can live your life without worrying about how people see you. Then you can end up like me, carrying too little and getting into trouble that way. Want to hear a fun story? Not really. Actually, I do want to hear your story. You want to hear it, right? Right. Of course, good answer. So I used to collect old jeans from the US. I played drums in a lot of them, so they got worn out after a while. But I kept wearing them since I thought it was cool. Didn't even wash them, and after one show I just left them in a locker backstage. It was an old venue, didn't even have locks. When I got back, I saw a boy from the other band had opened my locker. So I took a look. What do you think that kid was doing? Sniffing your jeans. He was sniffing the jeans, the sweaty jeans that a girl wore after a metal concert. That's... I have been to concerts where I have been to concerts where there have been female frontmen, front people, like lead singers or lead guitarists or whatever, that have sold that were selling their used stage wear. Those kinds of things do happen. I have not heard stories about people that have tried to sneak backstage and take their clothing though. That I have not heard about, but it probably does happen. Oh, it was worse. It was worse. It was worse. It was so much worse. It was much worse. He stuck his thing through the hole of my worn out jeans and was jerking off with it. Alright. Yeah, you can keep those. You can just keep those. I don't want them anymore. You only have one birthday. You only have one birthday that will last a minute. I believe that sentence should be, you have had only one birthday that has lasted a minute, and that was the day that you were born. It would only be 62nd. 60 seconds. Yeah, Mara, got it. I understood that one. I didn't need it explained to me. Milko would be proud of that boy. Rest in peace, Milko. Rest in peace inside of SAEKO's tummy. That's awful. I took the jeans back from him, changed right there, and went home. Those are for my favorite jeans. I felt like if I threw them out, I'd be letting him win. No! Kina! Kina! You took the jeans that he was just jerking off with and put them on? No! That's the worst that you could have done. No! We ran into each other a few days after when we saw me the same jeans. His face went bright red and he was gone, just like that. He screwed up his show and his band broke up sometime after that. So yeah, not reacting won that for me. Kina 1, loser boy 0. It was I who wore the cum-stained jeans. I'm victorious. Just a question. But those pants you're wearing now, are they... Oh man, they are! My 66 501s. They're the jeans I was wearing then. Man, that's hilarious. Don't worry, I definitely washed them at least once since then. Look, no stains, see? This is the hole that he was using. Look at the hole. I don't want to look. Anyway, I'm just saying you shouldn't worry about how other people see you. Wear whatever you want. Even if it's clothing that someone recently came into. That's just gross, Kina. Is that really the moral of that story? Oh my god, SAEKO, where do you find these people? After Kina happily showed me her worn-out jeans, I run away to the corner of the room. Suddenly the iPod display fills my vision. The digital clock on the screen lets me know that evening approaches. It's time. I look away from the clock and meet Chio's eyes. I give a quiet nod to accept her wordless message. It's almost time for SAEKO to return. I'm still not used to this. I need to decide who to feed today. I mean, this is the easiest decision in the world. Time has passed. Before I know it, now it is evening. My heart is restless. I don't think I can get used to this, but I still need to give food to somebody. Kina might be the most psychotic person in here. So give it to Akari. It's not gonna... Yeah, it won't raise her appeal up enough for SAEKO to eat her. Then just everyone dies. I mean, it would have to be Kina or Shimon. Shimon! Give the rolled omelet to Shimon. I approach Shimon with the rolled omelet. Shimon, are you hungry? This rolled omelet looks yummy. Would you eat it for me? Ah, rolled omelet. Sorry, I don't like my food to be sweet, though I've eaten desserts for research. It's an omelet. What kind of research? I can't say. That's connected to the very core of my artistry. Sorry, but just forget what I said. Huh. So you're not gonna eat the rolled omelet? I think SAEKO made it. What? SAEKO's homemade cooking? Okay, let me eat it. I'm sure this will become a very important note for my field work. After saying that, Shimon puts his hand on the edge of the rolled omelet. The smell of the fluffy egg and the seasoning fill the drawer. One bite to another. With each bite, the egg slowly shrinks. For some reason, Shimon's brows furrow. It's not sweet. Yeah, it's a fucking omelet, Shimon. Huh? It's not as sweet as I thought. Is SAEKO actually from Kansai? They prefer salty rolled omelets in the West, right? I don't know, but I don't think she is. Are there really people that put sugar in their omelet? That's very unusual. Here I thought all women cook things with far too much sugar. But it looks like I'll need to reconsider that belief. Huh. Now I'm still eating, but I remember my promise. I said I'd teach you how to sharpen your mind. Dang it! Why do you keep making that face? You worry somebody like you can't ever become an intellectual? No, that's not it. Not exactly. Then you got nothing to worry about, Ren. What do you think the most important thing you need to get smarter? Has begun. Studying? Huh? You really think you can get smarter by studying? You just turned into some nerdy four-eyes who's got nothing going for him except his grades. Really? Anyway, the best way to get smarter is to understand other people's feelings. That's it. That's actually kind of good advice. Huh? No matter how much you study, all you can use is your own head. Maybe you'll get better at adding and subtracting, but so what? On the other hand, if you understand other people's feelings, you can use other people's heads. You can take in how other people think and feel. Then you can always look at anything from multiple perspectives. That's the best shortcut to getting smarter. Is he actually intelligent? That's actually good advice. I did not expect that. I didn't think you'd say something like that, Shimon. Though I don't know if that's really a way to get smarter. Really? You need a skill to be an author. It's a career that requires high intelligence, and it helps you talk to women. Huh? Maybe you're still learning, but normally you can't just invite a woman to bed straight off the bat. I told you that's not what I was doing. Now, I can understand why you're embarrassed. But once you get smarter like me, you'll stop making mistakes like that. But do you really think you know how other people feel? I talked to Kina earlier, but she said she was angry that a weird man hit on her. Sure she did, but she was actually happily angry, right? Listen up, women love men who come on strong. Just think of the first refusal as practice. Having an arrogant boy fall in love with you, having strong guys fight over you, the rankings are filled with stories like that. Had us in the first half. Rankings? Hey, do you mind if I ask something that's been on my mind? Not at all. What is it? Shimon, you said you're an author. But do you write cell phone novels? What? Oh my god! He was the one that was writing the fan fiction. Oh no! We're not gonna know what's happened next! What are you? Of course not. Why would you even think that? I just had a feeling. Both SAEKO and I have fun reading them every day. If you write cell phone novels, I thought we could have fun talking about it. Oh. Hey, my man. There's something I have to tell you. It's just as you say, the truth is, I write... God damn it! That was the author! Ugh! God. I should have chosen Kina. Just as Shimon starts speaking in a serious tone, I've never heard from him before. A low muffled vibration reverberates from a distance, the sound of heavy footsteps. There's no mistaking it. SAEKO has returned to her room. SAEKO walks through the room with even breaths. Even every step she takes shakes the drawer like an earthquake. Each tremor growing larger and more violent than the last. Soon they become too strong for me to stand. I find myself crouching on the floor. Next I hear the creak of something moving. Then a tremendous commotion that shakes the whole room. As the room we're in, the second drawer of a desk is pried open by SAEKO's fingers. Maybe we made a mistake. Oh, it was between him and Kina. Hello, cute little people. Were you good today while I was away? Sorry I'm in such a rush. A little something came up. But it looks like I have time to change clothes. I have one of you as a snack before I head out. SAEKO's hand comes down to the drawer. Her unthinkably large fingers fill our vision. But it's not like he would be able to write from inside the drawer though. So I think our fanfiction would end here either way regardless. They wonder for just a moment as if carefully making a decision. Then they stop right in front of Shimo. SAEKO, what are you doing? Her gigantic fingers wrap around Shimo's tiny arms and legs and carry him up into the sky. What, do you want to talk alone? I'm happy to, of course. I'm great at talking to girls. Oh wait, what are you planning on doing? Doing with me? I do anything I can, so... Right, SAEKO, you read self-help novels, don't you? Ever heard of Cola Float? I'm the writer, so... You want to know what happens next, right? Please, just let me go for now. Ah! And there he goes. How yummy. I can't believe he was writing the novel I'm reading. Maybe that was a bit of a waste. But I can't do anything now that he's in my stomach. Anyway. You were perfect again today, Rin. It looks like you've gotten used to your work by now. I'm going out for an errand, so be good and wait for me. Let's talk again when I return. What are we gonna read now? Just the news. What is it? Anyway. The new TV show wasn't that great. I just felt tired after watching it. The main character is a young doctor. He rides helicopters to help people injured in the field. Are you describing MASH? Wherever he goes, something always comes up, forcing him to make a hard decision. He always makes the serious look to the audience eats right up. Everyone's watching weekly. I see. What did you think? Me? Yeah. Respond. Are you not listening? No, I asked you to respond. What did you think? Me? Yeah. It does get tiring. It just feels too fake. I can see why everyone gets emotional, but that's all I get out of it. I think I prefer calmer music and books. Books? Yes, I have many books, but I'll read anything if it interests me. I see. I read cell phone novels too, but they're not exactly my cup of tea. Why? One-sided love stories, being dumped, they're all like that, and it just doesn't click for me. I see. That was the correct answer. I prefer things less realistic, like fantasy that isn't based on science. This world isn't simple enough to be explained by science. Whoops. I mean, look at you. You're tiny now. Right. Hey. Hi. If this were a fantasy world, would I be the villain? No is the correct answer. Teehee. That's nice of you. I'm trying not to die right now. Now, I want to read something. Let's leave it at that for today, Rin. Good night. Rest well today. Good night. Yep, no new updates. Oh, I can look at our email now. Let's play the game. I think I can do it this time. Ooh. I have to come at it from that side. Oops. Shoot! God dang it. Avoid the flower. Avoid the flower at all costs. Oh, god dang it! Just notice the calendar. There's a red line on the 11th. Oh! I'm just noticing that too. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, shoot. God dang it. I jumped on the wrong side. Disappearance of daughter of large conglomerate connected to vanishing incidents. The police department just held a press conference to report the disappearance of Clara Kotobishi, a member of the Kotobishi group who is suspected to be the next head of the group. The inexplicable incident occurred with many security guards nearby and is likely to be connected to the vanishing incidents. Clara Kotobishi. Nikkei plunges again below 10,000 yen for the first time in 5 years. The Nikkei, which has been on a downward trend due to the US financial crisis, closed today at 9,984.23 yen, finally going below the 10,000 yen line. Experts are already expressing concern about the economy in the wake of this record plunge. None tops the Children's Future Dream list for 4th year running. In a survey of elementary and junior high school students across Japan, none was the most common response to the question asking what their dreams for the future were. This is the 4th consecutive year with this result. One education expert has called for drastic educational reform, starting with the current educational system that teaches to the test denies children. Wait, one education expert has called for drastic educational reform, stating that the current educational system, which teaches to the test, denies children their individuality. So the test, he's saying that the test denies children their, no new chapters. Sad face. I can finally read the email inbox. A lecture you registered for posted the following notice. Physics Seminar 2. The seminar on Friday the 10th will be canceled due to circumstances with the instructor, Sato. This email was sent automatically. Yes. This is Mika. Just gave you my email address. Sorry to bother you when you look busy. The side department doesn't have a lot of girls, so I hope we can be friends. Also, I heard there's a plan to have a girls' day sometime soon. You should come too if you want. Waiting for your reply. Hello, my name is Sayuri Hisamitsu. I am 38 years old, and I work as a secretary for a company president. My bus width height sizes are 87, 59, 84, and I am an F cup. Why is this information relevant? I married my husband 10 years ago. I used to be fine with my modest but stable life, but my husband just isn't enough to satisfy me. Apparently my urges are stronger than most. That's when I saw you. I felt with my whole heart that I could let you do anything to me. Would you please come together with me as man and woman? Even just once a week, I will give you 700,000 per month as thanks. If that isn't enough, I think I can find a way to pay more. I created an inbox on the site for you to contact me. FakeDateService.tp. It's free to sign up. I'm waiting for your response. What? Oh, I can't read her sent messages. That comes out like a jump scare. I can read her inbox, but not her sent messages. Oh dear. What is this? Wait, what is this? 38 years old, she's an F cup. She's been married for 10 years. But he's not satisfied. She's not satisfied with him, or he's not satisfied with her. Maybe it's a phishing scam? It could be. That's a weird phishing scam, though. FakeDateService.tv. It might be a phishing scam. It does have the hallmarks of one. October 9th. What's going to happen on the 10th or on the 11th? Rin. Rin, wake up. Hey, Rin. Rin, I said, wake up! Is that Chio's voice? She sounds worked up. That's unusual. I wake up and rub my eyes. The drawer looks the same as usual, but Chio's face is right next to mine. She looks at me with an unusually serious expression. You finally woke up. Sorry to wake you from your slumber, but we have a situation. What happened? Well, maybe something irregular is a better way to put it. I'll keep it short. A strange young woman has just joined us in the drawer, and she's sending out some really disconnected waves. Sending what? I mean, she's saying some real wild lies. She said she knows you from before you came to SAEKO's room. Huh? My heart is pounding from the unexpected answer. A girl who knows the past of me from before I shrunk? If it's true, this could be a huge clue in helping me get my memories back. I mean, that's Akari, right? Are you sure she's making it up? Sure, it's a huge coincidence, but you don't have to call her disconnected or whatever. No, that's not the end of it. Her lies are bigger than that. He's telling the worst lies she can to disrupt the morals of this drawer. Disrupting morals? But how? She is. She says she knows you, but that's not all. She also says, well... Just say it already. Carmen, I'm gonna tell you now, but you better not believe it. Shio closes her eyes and takes a few deep breaths, as if the knowledge is so horrible that she doesn't even want to put it into words. She says that, a long time ago, way before you shrunk, she was your girlfriend. A shocking development. The newest little person apparently dated me before I lost my memories. Shio says it's a lie, but I should hear what she has to say for myself. So, here we have... The newcomer is sitting tall with her arms crossed in the middle of the drawer. Every time her golden eyes move, her hair also sways and waves. The smell of her elegant, refined perfume fills my nose. Rin! It really is you! She really knows my name. Thank goodness, Rin. I wanted to see you for so long, though I can't believe we're reuniting like this. I just happy to see your face. It's been so long. Rin, you're happy to see me too, aren't you? I'm at a loss for words. Beautiful wavy blonde hair and thick eyelashes. Beauty is so dazzling that it can never be forgotten. The moment I see her smile, my past memories come back to me like a wave. Or so I thought they would. Sorry, who are you? The air in the drawer freezes over that instant. The blonde girl's face twitches. Even the other people are holding their breath. Not a single sound could be heard in the drawer. Another shocking development. A girl claiming to be my old girlfriend has appeared, but I don't remember her. I ran away because it was so awkward, but I can't leave things like this. I need to go back. I'll go back to where the girl is. Her face is still frozen and she stares at me in silence. Sorry for running away earlier. Right, my name's Rin. Nice to meet you. The confusion etched in her face grows deeper. Wait, sorry, nice to meet you isn't right. Actually, I have amnesia, so, I don't have any memories from before I came to this room. I can't recall anybody who I knew outside of here, so, You really can't remember anything? Yeah, I really can't. Oh, but maybe I do remember a little. I feel like I might have a faint memory of a girl who looks like you somewhere in my brain. You don't have to try so hard to comfort me. Any lines you tell will become obvious soon enough. Why don't you try to guess what my name is? Even if you lost your memory, you might remember something. Is this the daughter of the CEO that disappeared? I searched in my head with all my might. Nothing's coming to me, sorry. Oh. It's only natural with so many unnatural things happening. Even amnesia seems possible in a situation like this. My name's Clara Kotabishi. I never thought I would have to reintroduce myself to you. It's as if we returned to the starting line. We spent many precious hours together, if you must know. The daughter of the CEO. Hey! Couldn't help overhear you yapping about Rin's ex or whatever. Could you stop with the lies? Or are you talking big to slay the memory of Rin's first time? That's what you're worried about? First time? Rin, what does she mean by that? Well... Listen up! Listen up! You want to keep insisting that you really were Rin's girlfriend? Show us some proof. You're making a stink because you know he doesn't remember anything. How dare you tarnish this pure boy's reputation? You're just a horrible liar. He comes fast, doesn't he? No! What? He likes doing it with the armpit. A few thrusts and he's done. been going on in between the scenes? What has been happening? What has been happening in between the scenes? Have I been All right. A lot has been going on behind the scenes that has not been explicitly put into the text. What? How do you? Why? Why do you know? Why is this super embarrassing conversation even happening? This is kind of a nightmare scenario for me. If my ex-girlfriends like all got together and they started talking about the weird shit that I'm into. We are broke again. What else? He has a scar on the back of his calf, his right one if I remember correctly. He got it while making a secret base in elementary school. The doctor said it would never heal. But he got that injury trying to protect me. Even after we got together, he always tried to keep me from seeing it. He wore full-length pants even when sleeping in the summer. I'm sure he didn't want me to feel guilty about it. You know, we could have just gone straight to that one. We could have just gone straight to that one. Like, talk about the scar on the back of his calf, on the back of my calf, instead of saying like, he likes to fuck in the armpit. How is that the first thing? There's no way this ends well. No way. Then Rin really wasn't a virgin? I mean, does the armpit count as third base? Is it that shocking? Shio's face is gone white. She disappears into the far depths of the room. Her steps are unsteady and her melancholy is clear. She moves like a ghost of somebody about to become one. Sorry for revealing something so embarrassing. It's just that she seems so focused on your body. I thought this was the only way I could get her to back off. Well, it was definitely embarrassing. But I'm fine. I'm sure it was more embarrassing for you to talk about it to somebody you just met. You could say that. Ren, you really are kind. Even without your memories, you're still you. It's too bad about the amnesia, but we can work on this together. We'll get your memories back and escape from this weird place. Weird place, huh? We shrunk and are now in a girl's room, in her desk. No matter how you look at it, it's not normal. Plus that Chio, and everyone else too. They're all so strange. I don't know how to put it, but they don't seem like they're in their right minds. A little off from normal, wouldn't you agree? Definitely. I think they're unique, but I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with them. They might be strange, but they're good people. And would you say SAEKO's a good person too? Not at all, no. I don't know what to say. That especially makes me think something happened between the two of you. You were always popular, Ren. I remember the fuss people made over you on Valentine's Day. But I suppose it's fine. With someone that huge, even talking must be frightening. She seems kind of gloomy, honestly. But I need to get along with SAEKO too. She promised she would help me turn back to normal. I should make use of that promise. Oh, Rin? What's the matter? You're making an odd expression. Right. That sounds like a good idea. I have many things I want to tell Clara, but they just won't come out of my mouth. Sorry, do you mind if I step away for a bit? Chio's acting strange, I should check on her. I know you, Rin. You're always worried about everyone. Promise me you'll come right back once you're done? I promise. I spoke to my ex-girlfriend, Clara. It's strange. She knows my past, even though it's my first time meeting her. I'll go talk to Chio to organize my thoughts. Well, I'm actually going to leave it for here for now. I think this is a good stopping point. My ex-girlfriend and my current girlfriend. Oh dear. Oh dear. And they both know that I like to do it in the armpit. Alright, so cool. This is... I don't know how this is going to end up. But we shall see. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me. This is probably going to be the last stream of the week. Sorry that I bunched up all the streams at the very beginning of the week, but that's just how the cookie crumbles in this industry. But until next week, thank you all so much for joining me. Please follow if you haven't already so you do not miss out on all of this awesome content. And until next time, ja mata. Don't kink shame me. Goodbye.